Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and shalom to the Akim that are teaching this word. Shalom Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kodash. This is a quick one here. In the article I just read, it says Muslim mother 20 says she was left humiliated when bus driver told her to remove her veil because he didn't know what she was capable of if he couldn't see her face. So this fucking faggot Edomite told the Muslim woman to remove her veil, right? A woman, right, to remove her veil, because that's the philosophy of these devils, man. They don't believe in women being covered up, and this is the philosophy of Esau, women being covered up, shamefaced. Now the Muslims, they have that in their culture, but really it goes back to the scriptures, because really they took that from us, the women covering up, you know, even the fact that their men have beards or whatever, they get that from us, man, from the Israelite culture, man. From the scriptures, which is the culture, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, your true way of life, all right? But this way of life is the so-called white man's way of life, man. To telling a woman to take her veil off, to see, basically, they want women to be like dressing like fucking whores, man, all right? Pretty much slutty fucking attire, man. Whereas at least with a woman, when she's wearing a veil, that shows, you know, humility, well, not like a modesty in a woman, man, because you don't see her face, her thighs, her ass or whatever. That's another man's wife. You see, but this faggot society, this fucking devil society promotes women not wearing veils or whatever, man. You know, corrupt shit, man. Women being fucking whores, man. Alright, that's this man's society. So I'll read this here. It says, a young Muslim mother claimed she was treated like a terrorist after a bus driver demanded she removed her face veil over safety fears. The 20-year-old was humiliated when the first bus driver when the first bus driver in Bristol launched into a tirade against her as soon as she boarded with her 2-month-old baby. It says the woman barely managed to ask the driver for a ticket before he began a rant against her for wearing a niqab, the veil that leaves the area around the eyes clear. Yeah, so she was fully covered up. There's nothing wrong with that. That's in the scriptures, man. All right, a woman's meant to be fully covered up, man. Because that's another man's wife, man. You're not meant... When you see these stupid fucking sluts that walk in this society today, you know, wearing jeans, their ass popping out, you know, hot pant jeans with their ass popping out, that girl could be married. But you look at her with lustful eyes, but you don't know that she's married. Now, when you see a Muslim, like these fucking, you know, covered up women, let me say that, these covered up women with the full veil on, you don't know pretty much what she looks like, man. And that's a righteous thing, because that's another man's wife when he's at home. That's his wife to look upon, man. You're not meant to see all of that. All right? See, but this society promotes all of that shit, man. This society promotes that women will walk around with their tits out, with their ass out, their pussy showing. That's what this kingdom promotes. Half of these women that you see on a day-to-day basis barely don't wear no damn clothes, man. And that's that's wickedness, man. The Lord's gonna fucking nuke this place, man, and destroy it, man. Alright? So let me read this here. It says, the woman barely managed to ask the driver for a ticket before he began a rant against her for wearing a niqab, the veil that leaves the area around the eyes clear. Okay, I mean, well, it's even got the video here. Let's play this here.
Well, before you take a picture, you can have express your opinion on black night. You can take a picture, yeah. Do you want my phone number? Do you want me to mark this number?
I'm recording you so we can report you later on.
I don't get it.
I just don't understand why you care. It's no choice.
I care because this world is dangerous. If you don't see somebody's face, that's not...
And that's bullshit. He said, I care. Listen, he knows that that's a woman, man, under there. He's just thinking, why is she wearing that? Why is she covered up, basically? That's what he's thinking, all right? And that's just the way this so-called white man thinks, man. These devils, these Edomites, don't have no damn culture, man. They're beasts, man. All right? And they belong in slavery, man. That's where the so-called white man belongs, man. I mean, I'm going to get into the scripture. I just wanted to get this here. But that's where the so-called white man belongs. He belongs in slavery, man. But the Lord's let him rule this earth. And look what he's doing, man. Destroying the natural order of things, man. Okay? Even the very fact that a woman is meant to be under a man, he's destroyed that, man.
So you think
In this time we live, yeah?
it's her choice. You're wearing. You choose what you want to wear.
It's not a choice.
Yeah, it is a choice, actually. It's not any of your business.
You're a member of the public. My face, we should see our faces.
Hang on, I don't have it. He doesn't want you to a racism to report later on, and have the right to do that. Basically saying she might blow up the box just for the post it.
Leave it there. But this is how all these Edomites think, man. All right. It says the 20-year-old. Okay, I'll read this here. The driver asked her to remove the niqab, saying the world is dangerous, and it was not good that he could not see her face. The incident, which took place on the July the 1st on the number 24 bus from Easton into Bristol City Centre, has been reported to police, and a video has been posted online, which you can see there. So it says the victim, who has asked not to be named, said she has been left feeling horrible and disappointed after the driver made me out to be a terrorist. She said I was scary. She said I was scary and I was dangerous. He said I was scary and I was dangerous, and he kept talking about it during the journey. He was insinuating I was going to bomb the bus. I mean, that's the point. This is how these devils operate in this world, man. All right, and this is why. And this image here is the women, you know, that with veils, and that looks righteous, man. That's how it's meant to be. Okay. Now they said that this woman was wearing this one, the niqab, which that's a righteous, man. They're meant to be covered up like that, man. But these devils, their philosophy is homosexuals, lesbians, transgenders, pedophiles. That's what they believe in, man. All right, women being total whores, okay, women doing what the hell they want, okay. But let's get this here. Let's get what the scriptures say, because this is what the Bible says. They say that this country is a Christian country, right? They believe in the scriptures. Well, let's get what the scriptures say, okay. This is meant to be a Christian country, but they're the devil, right? They ain't no believers in the Lord, man. But they founded their country, England, America, on so-called Christian values, man. Okay, but they don't keep nothing that the scriptures say. Okay, this is 1 Timothy 2:9. It says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. What's modest apparel, man? Being covered up. All right, that's modest apparel. Being covered up, not dressing like some damn sluts and whores, man. All right, being covered up. This is what the scriptures say. All right. Not like what you see today. What you see the women wearing today and what they promote in society is not modest apparel, man. All right, a woman with her ass cheeks hanging out in a store or walking up and down the streets, that's not modest apparel. But then if you look as a man, hey, that's a good-looking woman. You tell her, hey, you got a nice ass. She'll tell you, they'll get angry that you're saying that. But you're dressing, you ain't got no clothes on. All right. It says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness, which that ain't happening in society. These women don't walk around with no shamefacedness, man. And you know you got to blame for that? The wicked elite, man. These fucking devils that have caused all this chaos. These Edomite, Esau, these so-called white people, these elites, man, that have caused all this. Okay, it says in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. That's modest clothing, all right, covered up, all right, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, which is what these women do today, man. Okay, all they do is walk around with their titties out, you know, wearing, basically wearing sexual, having like a sexual way about them, you see. But when a woman's covered up now, when she goes home, only her husband sees that, and that's a righteous thing, right? You don't see when they've got the veils on and all that. You don't see their beauty and all that sort of stuff, because that's reserved for their husband at home. But this society, you see, all these women are married, but they're wearing sexual clothing and nothing, basically, that all other men can lust over them. You know? So this is an unrighteous kingdom. But then they say this is a Christian country. Right? But they don't keep nothing that the scriptures say. Because the so-called white man's in the power seat. He's the devil. They're not no believers in the Most High, man. They're not believers in any... They got no culture, man. Alright? This is 1 Corinthians 11 and 5. It says, but every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoureth her head, for that it is even all as one as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. pretty much a woman's meant to be covered up pretty much, man. All right? That's the point. But even it says there, but if a woman praying yeah, because you have women going into these churches and all that today or whatever, so-called opening the scriptures, but then they got their heads uncovered, man. That's a shame unto a woman. These women, when these women all walk around with their heads uncovered and all that, that's a shame unto them. They're meant to be covered up. That's why the Most High is going to destroy America, man. Destroy the so-called white man's power structure, okay? And everything's going to go back to how it should be, man. All right? How the scriptures say that thing should be in Yahweh Shai's kingdom, man. That's why this place is going to be destroyed. It says, but if every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoureth her head, for that it is even all as one as if she was shaven. So women are not meant to be walking around with their heads uncovered, man. And on top of that, you got women in this society talking about they're Christians or whatever, holding the scriptures, but then their heads are uncovered, man. Okay? For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. So that's the point. Women are meant to be covered up, man. But this is this fucking devil's wicked system, man. Okay? Alright? And they've got these Edomites, even these day-to-day peon Edomites that we walk around up and down these streets, they have a problem with women being covered up. That shows you they're just a bunch of fucking devils, man. What's wrong with a woman being covered up? That's a righteous thing, man. Alright? So with that, I'm just going to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the Archium that are teaching this word. Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Shalom.